Yes, I've actually had several clients have their appraisals come in low, different loan programs too, conventional, FHA, VA. Never had it happen on a USDA loan, but I've had a USDA appraisal come in higher than the sales price, and I can tell you what happens on that. But on the conventional loan, the appraisal came in under, and unfortunately, the seller did not adjust the sales price to what the appraisal came in at. So my client had to pay the difference between what the sales price was and the appraisal. So for that, it was like $5,000. So he had to come to the closing table with $5,000 extra dollars. For the FHA loan, FHA, you have to lower the sales price to what the appraised value is. Otherwise, you cannot buy the house. Even if you wanted to pay the different, you can't, not on FHA. So for my client, when the appraisal came in low, seller just simply adjusted the sales price, and they went ahead and purchased the house for less than what they initially were under contract for. For my VA loan, the appraisal came back under, and the seller did not agree with my appraiser's value, and so tried to negotiate the value with what's called a Tidewater initiative. Basically, it's just sending the appraiser some different comps that he didn't use in hopes that they would adjust the appraised value, but the appraiser didn't. He stuck with his value, the lower value, and the seller eventually ended up lowering the sales price. So my clients ended up buying the house for lower than what they went under contract for. But on VA, you don't have to, like FHA, lower the sales price to the appraised value. So you can pay the gap if you really wanted to buy the house. Now for USDA, again, I haven't had an appraisal come in low on that, but I have had an appraisal come in higher. And for USDA, what's so special about those loans is that if your appraised value comes in higher than what the sales price is, then you can finance that difference. So my client, not only did they do 100% down, like no down payment at all, but they also got some of their closing costs paid, financed in the loan, just because the appraised value came in higher. So the more you know.